Hello. This phone I've had in the drawer for a while and just never got round to talking about it, doing a review about it, and I thought, well, let me do it now before I get rid of it. This is the I'm opening the box to see if there's anything interesting inside it, because I forgot so long ago. This is a HiWire H1, and this came from, I think, the Emirates, if I remember, and it wasn't expensive. I think like a couple of hundred rials. Okay, so there you can see in the box is yeah, it's nice. Got a cover, got the charger, the headphones, etc. So nice. Just put that there, and usually these cheap phones do come with some accessories and a cover, because you can never find a cover to fit it. So what is it and what does it look like? Okay, well, actually the look of this is not bad. It's I don't know if you can see this, it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it's like an all metal shiny back. The screen is let me see if my fingerprint works. Okay, oh nice, quick, let me just try that again. Ooh, very fast. So let me try my other finger, because I just set up the fingerprint just by way of showing you. Yeah, it works pretty fast actually. It's faster than some more expensive phones. Anyway, so the specs of this phone are it's a quad-core 6580 processor. It says it's got 2 GB of RAM. It feels like 1 GB of RAM, and it's 16 GB of internal storage, and you can put SD card in, if I can remember, yeah, or I think it's dual SIM or one SIM and an SD card. So it actually looks not bad. The camera, they say, is 13 megapixels, and the front camera I think is 5, but they're really pretty crap. But again, you know, for a couple hundred rials, what do you expect? Now, the screen I think is really very good, and it looks, I've only got it not even on half brightness, and it is really bright, and I think it's a really nice screen. Now you will see it's kind of unusual in the sense that where is the camera, selfie camera, and let me turn on the camera, and where the hell for changing. So you will see, there, okay, it's the camera is down here, so it's kind of looking up your nose, so it's unusual, and I'm not sure, you probably just have to turn it upside down, I suppose. Now the I did do the face unlock thing, and it works okay actually. The this kind of cheap face unlock, it works really well. For I haven't really tried it on many others, because I'm lazy, but it seems to work pretty fast. I think it looks nice. So am I going to the battery life? I can't really tell you because I didn't use it that long, but I suspect it's not going to be great. Usual this kind of phone, maybe if you're lucky 6 hours. But again, as for the kind of price you pay as a phone you want to just give to your kid, or a second phone, maybe this is and in its cover, of course, then you're not going to get all this fingerprints, but I don't think it is unpleasing to look at. Bezels are not big, which I like. I suppose it's kind of reminiscent of a Xiaomi phone in a way, but I mean, this is a real budget phone, so you know, manage your expectations. But when it all comes down to it, the thing that we're interacting the most with is the screen, and for me, I think the screen is not bad at all. Now, I don't think if I can remember, I don't think no, I didn't put a launcher on it. Let me just clear all this. So what I tried to download was Antutu, as you can see, but which downloaded fine, but when I tried to download the 3D benchmarking app for Antutu, it just said it wasn't compatible. Look, this is not a fast phone, so I would say the guess is probably about like under 20,000. I did Geekbench, and it's listing the phone as a Lehman H1 with Android 7.1 and an ARM processor. Let's see, it got a score of where is it? History. Single core 397 and multi-core 1074. I mean, that is really pretty slow. So look, it's what's this? Okay, oh, that's nice. We floating wheel here. I didn't notice that. Did I install that? I can't remember. They have this nice floating wheel here, which looks cool. Let me see. Did I install it? More? Nothing there. Don't know. Home. Okay, so that's shortcut to all the settings. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so look, it's not fast phone, so don't what you expect for less than whatever 300, 250 reals. It's not going to be speedy at all. So what else can I tell you? So the App Store, Play Store works fine, no problems at all with that. Has got a flash, and I took a picture. No, it's here. It's not asking me to sign in. Gallery. I took a picture. Oh, I'm going to show you that picture of me. It looks pretty scary. Yeah, I mean, that picture is really, picture is pretty grainy. Okay, so I'm not going to, the camera is fine just for some very basic snaps. It's not going to be iPhone X or Samsung quality, and don't think it will be. It seems fine. Oh, excuse me. It seems fine on the user front, but to be honest with you, because I've kind of got experience with these cheaper models before, you'll probably find some frustrating once you start. If you download a launcher, and this one, I think, because it doesn't have an app drawer, if I can remember, it's Google Assistant, which works alright. Doesn't have an app drawer, so you're going to have to either live with it or download a launcher. And normally I'm using Nova Launcher, or even the Microsoft Launcher, which is really good. So you'll find that if you're flicking through apps, it's probably going to be a bit jittery and a wee bit slow. But again, it's that's the price you pay for paying very low price for a phone. And by the way, it does say it's 4G LTE, and the resolution of this screen is 1440 x 720. I'm impressed with the screen. I think it looks really good, and for me, it's always. Excuse me, my son kept me up late last night. It's always the that's the thing you're interacting the most with. So yeah, I like the screen. I put a coloured this coloured wallpaper on it to kind of show it's pretty poppy and bright, and I don't think anybody would be disappointed if you were given this. Look, what's nice about it, and it's a shame really if they put a bit higher spec in here, just with a better processor, a wee bit more RAM, it would actually be a pretty nice phone. It's a wee bit different from most of these other phones. When I was searching for it online, I couldn't really find that much about it, and it comes under maybe different names as well. I thought it was a Hom Tom, but no. Oh dear, I need to go to my bed early tonight. I thought it was a Hom Tom H1, but it's not. It does look a bit different, of course, with the camera there in the corner. It kind of, so I'm not going to complain too much for the price that I paid. Imagine if you got this 10 years ago. Imagine with this screen and looking like this. Oh my God, it would be like yeah, it would be brilliant. So I don't think I've got anything else to tell you about it. I got this, I'm trying to remember the name of the website, but it was one of the online websites from the UAE. So, and I think the reason I bought it was it had a special price, and I bought it with something else, and then I just forgot about it. So but I checked online, and you can get it definitely. I'm not sure with shipping, so it might be around 300, maybe a wee bit more with the shipping. You get it to KSA. You might be able to get it from Noon, or I looked on Souk, I couldn't see it. So if in any way kind of interests you, then you know, check online. Reliability, I don't know. Look, when you buy a cheap phone, then you know you might be incredibly lucky and you'll have never any problems with it. But as with and a lot of comments that I've got from Mi One owners, and Mi One, the phones look nice and all that, but they lie about the specs. If you have any problems with it hanging or stuff like that, then really, you know, you'd as well throw it in the bin. So look, you take a risk buying an unknown brand, of course you do, but that's fun. That's fun part about it. I mean, I took the risk, not a lot of money, and I wanted to just share everything with you. Interestingly, before I forget, other than the headphone jack, it has USB-C, which is pretty cool. So yeah, better than the mini USB. So yeah, that's about it. I have to go for a sleep. Nothing else I can tell you. I don't have my Wi-Fi here at the moment because my wife took it, but I did browse to look at some of the to try and find an app for the benchmark, and it was fine. So there you go. This is the HiWire H1, and for that kind of price, well, it's all right, but you know, just bear in mind that you get what you pay for, and you may not have any support, especially if the thing hangs. That's it. Bye.